Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Another in the series of York's lost tramways. I'm here on the Hull Road at what was the terminus of the tram that had come from outside the railway station. Now there's usually a telltale sign that you've reached the terminus, and that's because there's bus stops. Which there is there, and I'll put the old maps up to show exactly where we are. And the tram headed in the direction of the traffic going into town. So without further ado, let's head off back. And this pub was here then. I don't think it's changed a right lot. And here's the bus stop that would have been the tram stop. So this is line number 5 in the lost trams of York. We did Dringhouses, we did Southbank, we did Acomb. This morning we did White Cross. This is the number 10, the X36 and the X46 now. Oh, and the Grimston Bar park and ride as well. But yeah, I think the tram line ended just past the pub. I guess there were points, and then it went back in the opposite direction. So yeah, and then this is Hull Road. And the last one is a long one, and I'm going to do that in a separate video on a separate day. And that was the tram out to Fulford. And actually now it's quite warm. It was freezing when I set off. So we've nearly completed this set of videos. I've got some other videos to make in York. I don't really like walking around York so much. But I am going to do some lost railways in York. I am going to do the following the River Foss, all the bridges over the River Foss. And I am going to do the Snickelways in York Centre. So let me know in the comments what you think about them, and look at that clematis. And which one you'd like to see first. I think we're not far from York University here. It's on the left, up about half a mile up to the left. Oops, there's it. Plenty of food places on this parade of shops. In fact, I think that's all it is, isn't it? And a store at the end, Asian and Middle Eastern supermarket with a Turkish barber within it. Tang Hall Club over there. Yeah, the university's up here, I think. Yeah, that's it. Even more takeaways there. Every shop so far on this parade, apart from the mini supermarket. I think this is probably the most interesting tram route because it goes through it goes in the city walls at one side and then out of the city walls at the other side, and over a river bridge, and it also passes where there was a tram depot, so once you get down to town there's plenty to see. Lovely old clock here on the solicitors. Nice old building really though, isn't it, that? Need a big pot of tea when I get to York. That's what I need. Lovely lavender here. That'll be gorgeous when it's in flower. I read a thing on the internet this morning that says you don't need to tire your gun dog out, as in take it on a 50-mile walk or whatever. It says you just need to give it a job. And I guess that's true, isn't it? Does YouTubing count as a job for a dog? The drivers in York obviously haven't read the highway code about giving way to pedestrians at junctions. The last petrol station was a Spar, and this one's an M&S, and we're not far at all from Walmgate Bar, which would have been quite a thing, wouldn't it, on a tram? Quite a thing really. The Sacred Heart Convent. Wonder why this was such a wide road then. I mean, it did have the trams running down it, but it's a very broad road, this, isn't it? No idea what that is. Lansdowne Terrace bus stop here. Okay. monastery. Bhutanese and Japanese restaurant there on the corner. I'm absolutely boiling, but I can't be bothered taking my hoodie off. A Triumph motorcycle dealership there. And I can see the city walls. I'm not sure if you can yet, but we're just past the bus that's on the opposite side of the road. So we're kind of on the final leg, apart from the fact that we've got to negotiate the lunchtime tourists in York. Can you imagine? Oh, that was another project, wasn't it, that I never got done. All the churches within the York City walls. Come on. That's a grand. Heel colour. Lovely old pub there. Oh, it's like Leeds, it's all student accommodation. Not as high rise though, thankfully. Oh, looks great, doesn't it, that pub? There's Walmgate Bar, guys. It's got a cafe on top of it. If you're ever coming round the walls, it's built into the gatehouse. Still trying to see what that little pub's called up there that we've just passed. It's the Wagon and Horses. Looks lovely. And there's the Rose and Crown. Come on. And here we are, Car City. York, city of the car. Come and inhale. There you go, York tourist board. Come and inhale, choke on the fumes. That's a good motto for your city. You can tell I'm getting hot and bothered now, can't you? Some lovely pubs, though. Come on, mate. So the trams would have come right through this gate, right through it, and straight down this road here. I don't know whether they came through that gate or that one. I have to have a look on the map. I don't know whether that one was there in the 1920s. This would be a nice little cafe here. I think it's where that Chinese restaurant is now. gonna cross over. I seem to have picked the busiest side of the road. So yeah, the trams would have come from up there and continued down here. Come on, Callie. Plenty of phone boxes. There's 2 in 100 yards or so there. And it carried on. Dick Turpin's grave's at the end of this street. There's like a little garden, a little park. Yeah, newspaper there. Does that look closed down? Does, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Come on, Kelly, not long now, mate. It's all restaurants, isn't it? I mustn't get sidetracked with all these little alleyways, old parks, old churches, to save that all for another day. So, I think, guys, here the tram went left. I'm going to stop and check my map though. I've just stopped to check the map. I think we'll have to revisit that. Every church in the inside the walls, even if we don't go in them all, even if we just go around and tick them all off. The tram's continued down here clearly because it's still a bus route. Tells you everything, doesn't it? And they turn left. We're at the end of Walmgate now, guys, and the trams would have took this long sweeping bend down onto Merchant Gate, which is here, and then onto Piccadilly, which you can see there. As always, I've lived up to my usual GoPro nightmare. I charged 3 batteries last night for it. Left one of them in the in the charger, so we've only got 2. The trams didn't come this way, they went up behind me, but I'm just showing you this. They've obviously pulled the entire building down and just kept the facade. Let's cross over. It's probably the worst time ever to walk through York is this now. So the trams came up there and again round this bend onto Piccadilly. So I've had to revert to my phone for the second time in 2 videos and got about 60% left, so hopefully got enough to get me back to the station. But the River Foss here. I think there was a tram depot down here. I don't know where it was, whether it was on that bit of Piccadilly we didn't come along, or whether it was on this bit of Piccadilly here. If you know, then let me know. Primark here, guys. German doner kebab shop. You ever been to Piccadilly Circus? And it's full of really trashy novelty shops and tourist shops and food joints. That's what York feels like now, to me. So I think I might be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry, but I can't look at the old maps anymore because they're on my phone. But I think the trams then went left here. I am going to stop and look at my phone because I want to get it right. Another one of them old churches. Right guys, time for me to get out of here. It doesn't go up that one. It did come up this one, which was quite a tight bend for it, wasn't it? Onto Coppergate. Blimey, this must have been a single track. Check it out on the map for yourself. I'd be impressed if they've got 2 trams, 2 tram lines down here, but this is where it came. Fenwick's down there, Shambles up there somewhere. The 3 tons pub there. I love making these videos, you know, but sorry for moaning on this one, but done about a 7-mile hike. It's not ideal to end it in York City Centre, is it? Especially when you've got to stick prescriptively to the roads. You can't go walk down the river or walk through the park or whatever like I normally do. Now the tram to Fulford would have gone to the left and we'll be coming back this way when we go to the last walk to Fulford. I'm going to park out at Fulford for that one though, and then follow the trams in and then walk back along the river almost all the way to Fulford. But yeah, quite a wide bend there for the trams, and I always wondered why this corner seemed to be round, and now I know why, because it had tram lines going round it. And I think down here, I looked on Google Street View, and I think there's some old brackets left. I think there's some old brackets left from when the wires went across. Let me know if you can see them. Unless they're them. I wonder if those... No, they're not either. They're just modern brackets. Oh, I bet that's one over there. Let me know, guys, is that a bracket for the old tram wires? Certainly looks like it, doesn't it? So again, how cool is it that trams came over this bridge? They came over the one down there, didn't they? That's the one we went on over going out to White Cross, and then the Hull Road tram came over this bridge, and I think the Fulford one goes over that bridge. Come on, Carly. Yeah. We're nearly back now, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. What a nice clock up there. It's not just 5 to 12, is it? So this is Micklegate going up there. Micklegate Bar's in about a 10-minute walk. That's where we've come from. Bit of a ghost sign up there, but there's nothing left of it. Heel, Carly. Travel Lodge. Nice Oxfam bookshop up here on the right. Looks like there's an Amnesty International bookshop there. And again, and this now on the right is Rougier Street. And this is where currently there's Micklegate there, and this is where all the bus stops are, and it's where our tram from Hull Road would have come. Once had a right night out in there. Blimey, been to the races, haven't we? That was just one of many pubs that we went in. So thanks for joining me, guys. The tram videos are nearly at an end. This is number 5. We've got Fulford to do, which I'm quite looking forward to, because as I say, I can park. I've got a little secret parking place outside of York, really, and we can walk in following the tram, get a cup of tea at the station, and then head back. Along the river or something like that. A nice clock up there. Now I could get the bus back from here. That's it there, the number 3. But that wouldn't complete the tram line. Come on. So we'll carry on. Blimey, that is going some. I've just passed a stag do, and 2 of the guys were literally carrying a fella. It was absolutely annihilated. It's only 12 o'clock. Oh man, it's chaos. It's chaos. I've never seen anybody as drunk for a long time, unless he was ill. He didn't look ill. So yeah, sure enough, it brings us back at that bottom gate. The bottom opening through the walls, which is where the White Cross tram went out on the way out, and the Hull Road tram brings us back on the way in. So thanks for joining me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. As I say, just one more to do. As always, feel free, leave me a comment. Remember to try and like, subscribe and hype if you get a chance. Doesn't cost anything, and it makes the flipping effort for me and this wonderful creature. It makes it worth the effort. But I'm not going to go right back. I am actually. I'm going to go right back to the station, because I'm going to go in and use the loo and have a cup of tea. But yeah, until the next time, I'll say cheerio. And when we reach the tram shelter, we've reached the end of the Hull Road tram line. Imagine if there were no cars in York. What an amazing place it would be then. Absolutely amazing. I was reading an article last night, and it said it's going to take a crisis to move us away from the petrol engine. The technology for the next phase for hydrogen is definitely there. We just don't have the will to do it. But if there's a crisis, as in this current war, or some other crisis, it might just speed things up. It can't come soon enough for me. Electric bus going by, you can barely hear it. Oh. Come on, Carly. Jerry, know that everyone, we're back where we started. You can see the old tram shelter on the other side of the road. See you all next time, wherever our next adventure takes us. And everyone take care. Ciao.